Alright, so let's say you have created these artworks. Okay, you've created these artworks. Okay, and you want to stylize them. Okay, you want to stylize them with your personalized pattern. Okay, this is what you are going to do. Let's say this is your logo. Okay, you create a new document, Control N. Okay, and then or Command N on Mac, 55 300, and then color profile is this, and then you go to OK, and you drag and drop your logo. Hold Shift before dropping so that it gets dropped well, and then Command T or Control T on Windows, and then Alt press down or Option press down, left click and drag to get something like this. Okay, don't be bothered about the quality. The quality is not that good. It is just for presentation purposes. So yeah, you have something like this. Double click on the background and delete it. Okay, so that you have a transparent background. Come here to edit and define pattern and name it TCH logo underscore parts. Okay, then okay, so you come in here, okay, and then make sure that you underneath everything so that the pattern does not end up affecting other layers, and then Control Shift N. Okay, Control Shift N, or let's say Command Shift N on Mac and type pattern. Make sure you have this set on overlay and check this. Okay, left click on it to check it and then go to OK. So you have this, double click on it and then go to pattern. Okay, click here and then select your pattern. Okay, so now you have something like this. So you can use this to again alter how it looks for you to suit your preference. Okay, so I like mine this way. Okay, something like so. Okay, this is fine. And then maybe I'll reduce the opacity slightly. Okay, like this. Okay, the scale is also fine by me. You can make them smaller. I like mine this way. Now go to OK and have something like this. So I'll just press Command G or Control G on Windows to group the pattern layer, and I would add a mask. Okay, like so, for the group of the pattern. And then afterwards I'll press M for the marquee 2, and I'll select the elliptical marquee. I'll right click on it and select the rectangular marquee, sorry about that, and then left click here and drag like so. Okay, hold space and move it downwards like so. This is fine, somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here, and then press Option Delete or Alt Backspace on Windows to apply your foreground color, that is black, on the layer. And all that you are going to see is, you are going to see first black applied in that particular region inside the layer mask, and on the canvas to that particular region is now empty. So when you press down Command, you add D or Control D on Windows, you are going to hide the selection, and now you have your pattern nicely placed on your artwork. Okay, yes, so this is one of the effects that you can achieve with this. Okay, and let's say you want this place to have the pattern and also somewhere here to also have the pattern. Okay, so in this case you just press M for the marquee 2, select the layer mask, M for the marquee 2, and you drag over this particular area like so. Okay, something like this, and then simply Command Delete, or let's say Control Backspace on Windows to reintroduce the area that you hate. Okay, and Command D to deselect, and now you have something like this, a very classified look. Okay, so let's say there's colored and then you want it to be black and white. You can simply come inside the group and then add a black and white layer, and then you are going to turn it into black and white. Okay, you can do same for this. Okay, and you can also do same for that. Let's say here you want it to be a curve. Okay, you can do that. You just make sure that you are underneath everything. You press now Command Shift and then N, or Control Shift N on Windows and name it pattern. Okay, make sure you have this on overlay and then check this. Okay, go to OK and double click, go to pattern. Okay, and since we have already selected it, it is going to come back. Okay, so some of you might be cool with this, okay, for your inner application layers, but if you want to format it, you can group it once again and then use the layer mask to play around it. Okay, so let's say you add the layer mask like so, or even before you add the layer mask, Command Z, even before you add it, just press N for the marquee to right click and select elliptical. Okay, and you can hold Shift. Okay, health insurance, this is how they do their stuff. Ghana Health Insurance, this is how they do their document, their watermarks. Okay, that was just by the way. And so Shift, left click and drag, and you are going to get something like so. Okay, add space in the movie here. Okay, hold Shift again and then left click and drag it somewhere like so. Okay, okay, so just leave it as this. Okay, and then just click on the layer mask. You are going to add a layer mask to it. So if this is the effect you want, you can maintain, but I would invert it. So Command I, okay, or let's say Control I, and then you can get something like this. Okay, and again you can, this was what I wanted to achieve and it didn't work out. So marquee, elliptical marquee, Shift, left click and drag like so, add space and then move it up like so, release space and then adjust it like so, so something like this, like that, and release. Okay, so Command Shift I, or let's say Control Shift I on Windows to invert mask, and press down Option Delete, or let's say Alt Backspace on Windows and Command D. You can achieve something stylized like this. Okay, so you can delete the mask anytime, add a mask, and introduce some few things to it. Okay, Command Z, let me go in for the rectangular marquee, create something like so. Okay, and add a mask so this space is visible, and then you see that you have nice patterns, okay, in your artwork. Yes, so this is how you can achieve stuff like this with the pattern to your customized pattern. Okay, all right, I just try to import this. Then right click, convert to smart object like so. Okay, over here, create a new layer. So just maybe something like this. Did you have breakfasts today? Like so. Okay, let's move this up or space. Okay, then command return or control enter on Windows, and then we do the side like so. Okay, you get it? So just command enter or control enter, command A, control A, click here, and then I'll make it, let's say, B side. All right, do something like this, space and command T, get the side like so, and then just okay, just delete this, something like so, then drag it underneath this. Okay, so let me select this, and then let me make it let's say tasker. Let me maintain B side Let me just make it something like this. Okay, so just left click and drag over to select it, and Command X. Yes, spacebar. Even though there is nothing there, you just press space to just push the dedupe back. Okay, and just V for the move to, Option left click and drag, double click, and Command A or Control A, and then Command V or Control V, Command Enter or Control Enter, left click and drag, Command T, Control T, then left click and drag to reduce the size. Okay, then B for the brush to, okay, and then just click here, click like so, something here, and something here. Okay, do the size. Okay, you can do it here. Okay, and just something like this. Oh, I don't have my tablet, so pardon me if my signature is not looking that good. Oh, my tablet is not here. So this is a bit okay. So let me move it here. Okay, and just convert it to a smart object, and then move it here like so. Okay, something like this. Okay, select the half, Command T, reduce the size like so. Okay, just change the color. Okay, just double click and maybe double click on the half, double click. Okay, did you have breakfast? Select the half, Option or Alt press down, left click and drag here like so, and type today. Okay, disable the italic option here and change the font to Davidson. Okay, create the size like so, then drag it on top. So just double click, Command Enter or Control Enter, and type beauty. And make this lowercase. Move this here. Okay, and let's add the company's logo. Okay, so I have this logo design here. Check wings, Command C, and then Command V. Click here, Command V, smart object. Okay, reduce the size, move it here like so. Okay, check wings, Command G to make the wings more visible. Select both, Control G to group them. Okay, then lock them. And patterns, let's use patterns to elevate it. So you just come in here. Okay, go to Illustrator, come in here and drag this braid to Illustrator like so. Click here and reduce the size like so. Okay, and embed and see if it's going to work. Like so, and then we go to image trace, silhouettes. Okay, something like this. Let's click here. Okay, and then go to expand. So select this, Command C or Control C. Come to Photoshop, you create a new layer. Okay, cancel. Come to Photoshop, Command N or Control N, inches. Okay, and the size of the pattern layer should be 5 inches by 5 inches, or the size for the pattern document should be 5 inches by 5 inches. Okay, all right. The color profile doesn't matter, so 5, and this one doesn't matter. Make this 300 and go to OK. Command V to paste what you copied from Illustrator. Okay, all right, and just go to OK. Then get something like this. Okay, then straight away go to edit, define pattern and bread. Okay, you come come in here, okay, and Control Shift N or Command Shift N, name this pattern just as you did for the first one. Give it the overlay, click here, go to OK, double click and pattern overlay. This time click here, select the bread pattern. You see that? Okay, and you have this straight away. So if you don't like the orientation, just be tilting it, okay, to your preference. But I think I'm cool with this. Cool with this. Okay, cool with this. Maybe let me use the size as bit 11. Okay, let me see. This is okay. This is fine. Do the opacity like so. Like so. Okay. All right. Then you drag it underneath everything. Okay. So I don't get some weird stuff over there. And you can do some customization in there. Okay. You just group it and then aim for the marquee to, okay, let's say you drag over this area like so, okay, space, move it down, release space, adjust it to so, add, okay, Command I or Control I to invest, okay, and then let's say you do same to other areas to customize it, let's say like this, okay, Option backspace or Alt backspace to fill with the background color, okay, that is the foreground color, that is black to hide, okay. All right, so something like this, okay, you can go down this path. Let me so undo and do something else. Command Z, let me right click and delete the layer mask and Command D to deselect, okay. Now I can also reduce opacity from here. Okay, and it's also going to reduce perfectly if it is interfering, and that would be okay for this, okay. All right, so this is one of the ways that you can also achieve something like this, okay. You can use patterns to stylize your artwork, okay. And let's say the socials for the company would appear right here. Let me just import them, and mind you, I'll be giving my social pack away. So if it doesn't drop, please let me know so that I drop it, okay. All right, so I'll reposition it here like so, and I would come here, U for the shape to select white and drag over here this region like so, drag over the socials, U for the need to reposition like so, and something like this. When you create a pattern, don't forget to lock it, because if you don't lock it, certain things might interfere. So always make sure that after creating it, you lock it so that certain things don't interfere, okay. So I've locked it by doing so, and I would select this group. I locked this, so let me unlock and then Command T, then or Control T and increase the size like so, okay. So yeah, something like this